Hello, everybody. Good morning, and welcome back to the Dugout Football Channel, where it is time for our match reaction to Liverpool's 3-1 victory over Newcastle United. I am just waiting on my special guest to join me. But what I will do is, before we obviously begin, housekeeping rules, obviously, please smash that like button and also please hit that subscribe button as well. So, yeah, Liverpool 3, Newcastle 1. Doesn't tell the whole story for me. It was a very, very good game. Very good game to watch. I think you look at it as well, and it was one that I think many people probably expected a big, big win. I mean, we don't usually smash Newcastle. I think we've only smashed Newcastle maybe a couple of times. And if you look at it as well last night, obviously with Van Dijk missing, with Fabinho missing, obviously get well soon to both of them. Curtis Jones as well, both get well soon to him as well. I think you'd have to say that the starting 11 was, I mean, there were a few changes in there. Obviously, like I said, Kanate came in for Van Dijk, Ox came in for Fabinho, and obviously Jota started this game as well. So the way I look at it as well, Newcastle United started with Isaac Hayden instead of Callum Wilson, which was very, very good as well. But obviously, Newcastle United take the lead. A lovely, lovely goal from Jonjo Shelvey. Really, really good finish from Jonjo Shelvey. Was Alisson flat-footed? Hard to say. I think he probably was. To be honest with you. But it's going to be very, very interesting to see. Because I think Alisson has been unsighted in that goal, you'd have to say. Jonjo Shelvey definitely picks that bottom corner. I mean, Jonjo Shelvey had a knack of scoring against Liverpool anyway, but for Newcastle, it was very, very interesting indeed. But yeah, it was. I mean, it was against the run of play because we managed. Jota had a shot saved by Dubravka, and the Newcastle got up the other end. And to be fair, I think it's safe to say that they did attack very, very well, and it was very, very interesting goal to concede because Thiago should do better with his clearance. Goes straight to Shelvey. Shelvey hits it, and it goes into the bottom corner. And then after that, like I just look at that and 1-0 down. It's okay. It's still very, very early on. It was 7 minutes that they scored anyway. So it was good. It was very, very good to see from Newcastle point of view anyway, for sure. Hi, such an unfortunately tonight result tonight for us. When is SPFL out? SPFL out will be out later on today, Alan. Do not worry about that. Let's say hello to a few people anyway. I've just seen Ankit. Congratulations on the win in the Reds. Thank you very much. Really do appreciate it as well. And then obviously, 15 minutes gone, Newcastle lose Jamal Lewis to an injury, and they had to bring on Ryan Fraser. And it has to be said, who did they bring on? Sorry, it was Matt Ritchie. Matt Ritchie had to come on. For Jamal Lewis. And look, Jamal Lewis has been very, very unlucky with his time at Newcastle. He has been injured. He has been in and out of the team as well. So it was very, very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. Hello, hope good. Was at the match last night. Really bad feeling will be the last. However, simply cannot keep cancelling. Begin closed doors. Clubs will be finished. Yeah, absolutely, and absolutely. And the thing is, I look at this game, and yes, it could be the last one for a long, long time. It could be. Tottenham against Liverpool, as it stands, is on at this moment in time. But whether or not that is the case, I have no idea. Really, really no idea. But the big news for us was obviously Chelsea dropping points last night. And obviously we know about City scoring 7 past... we know City scored 7 past Leeds United anyway. But now we go on to the goal where Diogo Jota scores. And I mean, I've been looking at this goal over and over and over and over again. I'm still not sure how that goal was not ruled out. I honestly don't. But the thing is, I've always been told that the referee stops the game if it's like a clash of heads, if it's a head injury. I've always been told that the game would be stopped with a head injury. The fact that we score from that, yeah, obviously I understand Newcastle fans are, very, very frustrated as well. Like, Isaac Hayden played 90 minutes. Isaac Hayden definitely played 90 minutes. Now, this is the thing. If he was really, really badly concussed, then he would obviously be taken off as well. But Mike Dean, in my opinion, should have stopped the game in that point. But we managed to get the goal. It was a very, very good play. Yes, obviously Lascelles and Isaac Hayden have obviously clashed together. But it's just, the worrying thing for me is when we come to talk about concussion and when we come to talk about Isaac Hayden as well, Isaac Hayden played that whole 90 minutes. So it's not good. It's not good. And Eddie Howe's obviously come out and said that Isaac Hayden was absolutely fine. Well, if he's clearly like being knocked out, then, honestly, common sense is needed when we come to common sense is definitely needed when we come to when we come to head injuries. That is for sure. Hello to Jamie Phillips, football chats. Hope you are doing very well, my friend. Seen Hayden look up and went straight back down. Yeah, I did see that. That's mental. That absolutely mental. As well. Hello to Helen Raybold. Hope you are doing well. It's on Howe leaving him on. Absolutely. That's what I thought. The problem is players facing injuries. You never know what's real or not. It's hard for the refs. Yeah, I can take that. To take away from that is very, very hard on the refs. But unfortunately, when we have a situation when it is a head injury, then it has to come into perspective. But you know what? And I'm good. Oh, that's good, Helen. Great to see. So we go into the 25th minute and Liverpool take the lead. And Jonjo Shelvey just had one of those games where yes, he scores. I think he had a free kick in the second half, very, very close to going in as well. And then he plays the ball straight back to Mane. Mane looks like he is fouled. To be fair, credit to Sadio Mane for staying on his feet. Yes, he got a shot away. Dubravka saves it, and it goes straight to Mo Salah. And Mo Salah has more goals and assists against Newcastle than any other side, and he manages to score again. Very, very good finish. And now there's 14 in the league now. How many could he go before? How many could he potentially get before he goes to the African Cup of Nations? I really, really don't know. But he's just in the form of his life at the moment. Absolutely in the form of his life. Mike Dean is Liverpool's 12th man last night, being from the Wirral. Hello to one Newcastle. Hope you are doing very, very well. Look, Mike Dean did not have a good game last night. I will firstly admit that. He did not have a good game last night. Wanted to make it about himself, didn't he? He wanted to make it about himself. Hello to Chris Well. Sorry, I'm late. Took the dog out for a walk in the cold. No problem, mate. No problem. Concussions will become more of a serious topic in the future, hopefully just like in the NFL. It took a while to accept it. Now they have concussion specialists on the sideline. Yeah, absolutely. Badly missed Fab and Virgil last night. I think organising lovely setup from Thiago for Shelvey. Yeah, like Thiago, he had one of those games where nothing just came off for him. Nothing just came off for him as well. Salah's so good that first time cross on the half volley. Yeah, absolutely. He is doing very, very well. Indeed. And as the first half sort of went on, we kept having, chances after chance after chance. They had a couple of opportunities as well. We'll obviously come into the second half as well. Yeah, their best chance in the second half was a Shelvey free kick. I have to say, from watching that, wow, I thought this was in. It's curling, it's bending just past the post. I mean, obviously, I know that obviously my guest, who will obviously be here very, very shortly, I know he was at the game, so he would have been right behind that goal. So he would have been very, very thinking that might have gone in. He might have thought that would have gone in. But the thing is with me about Shelvey is that he is he had a very interesting game. He had a very, very interesting game. Would you like to see rolling subs and football's injuries pile up? That's a possibility. That is a very, very good possibility, Alan. And, obviously we have concussion subs, don't we? We have concussion subs now, which I think is excellent. It is really, really good to see. So maybe we could see some rolling subs. Really, really rolling subs. I really like the look of Kanate. Do you see him as Virgil van Dijk's partner going forward? It'd be a bit harsh on Matip. It'd be very, very harsh on Matip, if I'm being honest. I think the way that Matip has been very, very good recently. He's had a good season, and the thing is, it's very surprising to see actually Matip having, a very, very good season. And the thing is for me, he's having a very, very good sort of role in the team now. He's getting game after game after game, which is amazing. Good afternoon. Yeah, it is actually almost good afternoon. Shelvey is bound to score versus former side. Scored for Swansea. I think that's now he's scored for Newcastle against Liverpool as well. What did everyone think about the starting 11? Because obviously we did know that we did know about Van Dijk, we did know about obviously Fabinho. There were obviously rumours before the game, and yeah, I'm not one of these people who obviously predicts or rumours about. It's really, 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 really thing. But I'm sad to see Fabinho, Van Dijk, and obviously Curtis as possible positives. I've never heard that one used before. So they're basically just waiting on results of PCR tests. I honestly don't know with this obviously COVID thing, but it's very, very interesting. Matip is like a new signing, so very good and strong, kind of like Hansen or Hupia. Yeah, absolutely. Hilarious people actually think we were lucky last night. Look at the stats. We're lucky was only 3. Yes, if we look at the stats, so we are talking about basically. I'll just keep that comment on the board there. Liverpool had 23 shots. Newcastle had 5. Liverpool had 8 shots on target. Newcastle had 3. We had 75% possession, 25% possession to Newcastle, 738 passes to their 258. 85% pass accuracy to 60%. There were 9 fouls for us, 4 for Newcastle. We had 1 yellow card. I think it was Jordan Henderson in the first half. 3 yellow cards to Newcastle. Hayden, help me here. Hayden, Joelinton, and Ryan Fraser. So, yeah, definitely. There were no red cards. There was 2 offsides, and Liverpool had 11 corners to Newcastle's 0. So I can't remember the last time we went through a game where we had where Newcastle didn't go through no corners. That's very, very strange. But as Anne says, yeah, it could have been a lot more. It could have been a lot more. I like Kanate, Matip together. Fabinho with the bigger miss. Naby looked good when he came on. Yes, good to see Naby back. Good to see him back. Good to see Bobby back as well. Good to see those two back as well. People don't understand high press that we do so well. Still wild how Salah missed. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. First goal should be given. Newcastle players clashed with each other, not our players. Going to be a big debate, isn't it? It's going to be a big debate, obviously, about that goal. But if there is a debate about the first goal, there's no debate about the third goal. What a strike this is! Absolutely. I mean, when it's hit, it's absolutely hit, isn't it? I mean, Firmino lays off Trent Alexander Arnold. Trent Alexander Arnold. Look, Mike. There's a funny movement from Mike Dean. He is actually trying to move out of the way, but Trent sees the shot, and my goodness me, when they are hit, they are hit. What a strike! Absolute strike. I mean, people could say Dubravka maybe has a chance of maybe to get it, but I was a goalkeeper in my youth, and even so, I probably wouldn't get to that. It was so good, and I like what he said after the interview with Sky as well. Not Sky, BT. He said, "I've been waiting for that for 5 years." So you can see that he's been trying it. He has been trying it. When it just comes off, it just comes off. What a strike! And as Dicko said, it was Gerrard-esque. Absolutely. It was amazing as well. 11 goals now for Liverpool. Trent, very, very good. Very, very good. Yeah, I think he's now had, what was it, 100? was 100 passes, key passes towards a goal in 2021, which is absolutely amazing as well. And he was so pivotal. That challenge, I can't remember who it was on. Was it on Callum? No, Ryan Fraser. Ryan Fraser it was. That was so crucial. I know Newcastle fans were, saying on Twitter that it could have been a penalty, but if you actually look at it, it's a clean tackle. If he doesn't get that, it's a red card, it's a penalty. Trent was fantastic, and for me, he was my man of the match last night. I don't know what anybody else says. For me, he was my man of the match as well. But obviously, we'll get into the player ratings anyway as well. Afternoon to Statman Stubbs. Hope you are doing very well, my friend. Are there any records we haven't broken left? I'm pretty sure there will be. Salah is obviously on track to break his goal scoring record this season. He is. He's on course to break it, isn't he? Yeah, could be very interesting. Be interested to see if there's any records left, as you say. Agent Rafa doing us a favour between us and City now. Yeah, if we look at the table. Actually, let me just get the table up. Liverpool are now 1 point behind Manchester City. Chelsea are 4 points behind City, and now 3 points behind Liverpool after us, as Agent Rafa managed to get a 1-1 draw. And looking at that Everton side, I mean, my. Unbelievable how many youngsters were in that squad as well. No Calvert-Lewin, no Richarlison, no Coleman, no Allen, no Doucouré. So impressive from Everton as well. Some fans saying Arnold should have been sent off for winning the ball. Need to get eyes tested at perspective. Maybe don't bother watching and go back to sleep. But to be fair, some of their fan base had brains of dead fish. Yeah, definitely. Supposed to be working, just taking 5 minutes low. Hope you are well, mate. I am very well as well. Ironically, Jared Branthwaite is from Carlisle and was signed from Carlisle. Well, there you go. 12 people watching at the moment. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. I did see there were a few Geordies in there. Chelsea buying Lukaku isn't paying dividends. Mason Mount is their best player. Yes, I would say so. I would absolutely say so as well. Timo Werner seems to be doing well as well. But yeah, Chelsea now 3 points behind Liverpool. Manchester City are top at the moment now. Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. I sent him a message saying thanks. Well, if he sees it, mate, then it is very good. Very good indeed. But I mean, obviously looking ahead to the next games. Obviously, Liverpool Tottenham. Does anyone expect that to be on? Does anybody expect that to be on? I'm to and fro in whether to not do a match preview. I mean, obviously, I did have a Tottenham guest lined up to come on, but I don't know. I honestly don't know if that game goes ahead. I honestly do not know if that game goes ahead, if I'm being honest, because the fixture list this week has been, well, I mean, 10 fixtures are down to 5 now. I mean, this is going to be very interesting weekend, I think, ahead for sure. Can you see our Spuds game going ahead Sunday? Honest truth, no, I don't. There's still rising COVID cases in that Tottenham squad. I don't think the game will be ahead on Sunday. AFL games been cancelled now. Yes, I did see that. There's been a lot of AFL games actually. I think there's only maybe 7 in the Championship going ahead or something. So yeah, and as Ant says, we can't keep scrapping games. Unfortunately, it's always going to be around. Yeah, I think COVID is here for forever, unfortunately. I really do. But hopefully things will get better as well. This weekend be cancelled, in my opinion. I honestly do think Liverpool Spurs will be off. I think from looking at the fixtures at this moment in time, I think the only ones that are on I've seen are Aston Villa, Burnley. I don't think there's any COVID cases in neither of those squads. Leeds, Arsenal. I know Leeds are in a bit of a ridiculous injury and COVID crisis as well. Wolves Chelsea. That's a big game for Chelsea, actually. That is a very, very big game. Just to let people know, I will be live again at 2 o'clock with a prediction stream. What I'm basically going to do is I'm basically going to predict the games that would obviously be on, and obviously the games that are on, we'll obviously predict them as well. And if people have obviously seen, my guest will be Jack Mack, and we all know about his we know about his predictions, don't we? So yeah, that'll be at 2 o'clock. And also tonight, I do have my LFC Focus podcast, the last one of the year as well. We'll be joined by Mr. Owen Thomas as well. Afternoon to Mike Green. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing very, very well. And Darts expert Mike in the house. Yeah, live soon, Chris buzzing. Haha. I can't see Spuds getting enough players together to fill the game. Or their first team in under 23 are sick. No, absolutely not. Douglas's score predictions will be PP for postponements. Yeah, definitely. Might as well just sack a whole league off because it will obviously always be around, especially in winter. Players are unwell with other bugs as well. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So the Premier League are saying the league go on and they will find space to play the games. I did see that. I did see that as well. Love your streams, Doug. Merry Christmas to you and Rebecca. Thank you very much, Helen. Right, we'll go into the player ratings. We'll go into the player ratings for the game. What do people give Alisson? What are people giving Alisson? I think he's flat-footed on the goal. I think he is flat-footed on the goal. I don't think he did anything wrong yesterday. I think he is definitely flat-footed on the goal. I mean, I can't really get. Obviously, he's conceded. So 6, anybody? I would give Alisson a 6. I'm gonna give Alisson a 6. Let me know your player ratings in the chat. I do think that Alisson will get a 6 for me. And to saying 6.5, yeah, I would go along with that. I've obviously given him 6. I'll just go with obviously what the chat is obviously going to go through as well. But Alisson for me will get a 6. Alisson couldn't do anything with the goal, was totally onside. Yeah, I thought he was onside. Just the way that Shelvey hits it, goes into the corner of the net. It was a very good strike. It was a very, very good strike. And yeah, maybe should have dived, but maybe that's for the goalkeepers union or something like that. Chris Watch says 7 for Alisson. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Trent Alexander Arnold, I'm giving my man of the match. I thought he was absolutely outstanding yesterday. Had he not made that challenge for Ryan Fraser, I think that he is getting a red card and it is a penalty. And the goal is just something else. And defensively, I thought he was very, very sound yesterday. I think he dealt well with, obviously, Ryan Fraser yesterday. I think he was really, really good yesterday. So Trent Alexander-Arnold's getting a 9 for me. I think he's my man of the match. Absolutely. Our defenders should have done better. Yeah, not closing him down. I would definitely agree with that. Thought Thiago was to blame for being sloppy on their goal. Yeah, he should clear it. I would say he should clear it. But then again, Thiago has had some good games. He has had some mediocre games. I think he was in the middle there. I think he was definitely in the middle. And Dicko says 9. Chris Wells says 10 for Trent, my man of the match. Alisson in position for the shot, but the touch on Hendo foot, he should have saved it. Yeah, absolutely. Trent was excellent, 8.5. But Trent can defend. Yeah, that absolute myth that Trent Alexander-Arnold cannot defend to save himself. 7 for Alisson. Hope you and Rebecca have a great Christmas, everyone in the chat. Looking forward to collaborating again next year. Yep, absolutely, Statman Stubbs. Obviously, I am very sorry that I won't be joining you tomorrow. But these things happen. As well. So yeah, Trent's my man of the match. I'm giving him a 9. Joel Matip, I thought Matip was very, very good yesterday. I think him and Konate had a very, very good partnership. And I thought Konate was probably the better of the two, I would say. But actually, now thinking of it, I thought they were both as good as each other. So I'll give Matip and Konate 7s. I will give both of them 7s. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. I think that's a good partnership, especially without obviously Van Dijk there at the back. I think Konate has been wanting his chance for ages, and I think he has been really, really good. So I think so. Right. Right, let's see what some of you are saying. So 8.5, is that for both of them, Ants? I think that should be for both of them. Football games have been cancelled, but darts, which is indoor sport, just still goes ahead. You have more chance catching it indoors. Yeah, absolutely. Have a beer or two for me. Konate is a beast. He is absolutely fantastic, isn't he? 8 for Matip and Konate. Joe Matip was solid at the back, 7.5. Konate only 21. He's going to be a special player for us. 36 million looks like very fantastic business. Yeah, absolutely. As well. Robbo, quite a game for Robbo actually. I think he was good at times in the first half. Second half, he was more ordering down that left, I have to say. He was. Good to see him back. Good to see him back to, I think he is getting back to his best. He has been criticised this season, for sure. But he is still getting better. He is still getting better as well. So what do people give Robbo? I mean, obviously I've given Trent my man of the match. So Trent got a 9. Matip and Konate got 7.5s each. So Robertson probably 7. I'll give Robertson a 7. A steal for Konate from Leipzig, my man of the match. I think Konate man of the match. Interesting indeed. Yeah. So Robertson, I think. Yeah, definitely. Remember when we won the league? It was the Asterix COVID league. Surely the same this season. If City go on and win it anyway. I'm not saying we should, Dan. I'm just saying, yeah, absolutely. Ox. What do people give Ox? Good, very, very good pass to Salah. I think he looked pretty dangerous in the midfield as well. 7 for Ox. I'll give Ox. Give Ox a 7. Matip, massively underrated. 100%. Absolutely 100%. Massively underrated as well. Ox, I'm going to give a 7. So yeah, I'll definitely say that. I'll give Konate a 9. He was fantastic, but Trent just pipped him for man of the match. Interesting. Gina saying it was a penalty on Fraser. He's to go back to sleep. Oh, for God's sake. There's always one, isn't there? But then again, he is a very, very he used to be a Geordie, didn't he? It's just that's it. Jordan Henderson booked. Looked a little bit off yesterday, actually. I did think he looked a little bit off. What did you think of Trent's position yesterday? He seemed to play through centre midfield a lot off the game. Yeah, Klopp seems to have given him a bit of space to marauder through midfield yesterday. I like that. I actually do very, very much like that as well. Stammer saying Ox 7. I didn't think much of Ox last night. That's fair enough. That is fair enough. 8 for Robertson, 7 for Ox. Genius is an ex-Geordie, so we know why he was sour. Yeah, absolutely. Jordan Henderson, I'm giving a 7. Thiago, yeah, bit of a mixed game for him actually. Bit of a mixed game. There were some passes that were coming off as well. It's very interesting actually. It is very, very interesting because the way that Thiago, obviously, there is a chance that Alan Saint-Maximin should do better. Should do better in my opinion. He should hit that across Alisson, but he hits it towards him. So, but wasn't his best game. Obviously subbed for Milner, wasn't it? But Thiago's a wonderful footballer. We have to remember that. Thiago's a wonderful footballer. Not going to have every game as well. So I'm going to say that Thiago will get a I'll give him a 6.5. It wasn't his best game. It wasn't his best game as well. Ox and Hendo were about the same yesterday. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, breaking. Pep Guardiola's returning inconclusive COVID test and has cancelled his scheduled press conference. That's not looking good. That's not looking good. Can't believe Newcastle fans are whinging about the first goal. For me, it wasn't going to change the results. We were far superior to them all over the pitch last night. I've had my say on this. I've had my say on this, Statman. And if I'm being honest, you would expect the game to be stopped if it was a referee. If you're a referee in that position, if it's a head injury, you always want to stop the game. That is for sure. But yeah, definitely. Thiago 6.5 was a mixture from him, sloppy for their goal, but he did try and command that midfield. Yeah, absolutely. As well, Thiago needs Fabinho next to him. I think he relaxes more with him next to him. Yeah, I would agree with that, Jamie. Absolutely. But I think Thiago does better alongside Hendo and Fabs. I think we've kind of all said that. 7 for Thiago was decent attacking wise, just poor defensively in terms of being sloppy, but everyone has bad games. Job done anyway. We won the game. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely indeed. Mo Salah. What are we going to do, Mo Salah? What are we going to do, Mo Salah? I think. I think Mo Salah had a good game. He had a good game. Obviously got his goal. Was quite dangerous in the first sort of 5-10 minutes, wasn't he? They had a couple of chances as well. But he was very, very good. Very, very good indeed. I think the way that he played for me, I'm going to give 8. I'm going to give him 8 as well. So yeah, Mo Salah 8. 11. Interesting. Are you concerned with the goals we're leaking? We're not conceding many. That's the thing. When you look at like teams like Chelsea were said to have the best defense in the league, and now they're leaking goals left, right, and centre. You know, they're leaking goals left, right, and centre as well. 8 for Mo as well. 9 for Salah as he scored the goal. Otherwise, we'd have given him a 7 personally. Very interesting as well. Jota, he got a goal, obviously in controversial circumstances, but again, played 90 minutes. And I thought he was a real constant threat for them. Had one opportunity where I think it was cleared off the line as well. But it was very, very good. It was very, 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 very good from Jota. Very good from Jota. So Jota, I'll give him an 8 as well. I wouldn't blame the ref for stopping the game. I still don't think it would have changed the game, as we still would have won the game. Yeah, that's fair enough. That is definitely fair enough as well. So we go into Sadio Mane. Now, Sadio Mane has been divided opinion from a lot of fans. I don't think Mane had a bad game last night. I thought Mane had a very good game. I thought he was very, very dangerous down their left-hand side. I think he was doing well against Man Q. I think he was really, really good as well. I don't think Mane had a bad game. So for me, I don't think he was as good as Jota and Salah, but I think he had a good enough game, like really, really dangerous. So for me, Mane's getting a 7.5. I'm giving him a 7.5. Definitely. The way we play, we leave 2 centre-backs isolated. So for us, having a defence that letting the same goals as Chelsea shows how good we are. Yeah, absolutely. Jumping my street. What's this? Afternoon, James. Hope you're doing well. What a fantastic result for you guys last night. 1-1 against Chelsea. Helped us, obviously. Fantastic result for you guys. Jump in my stream, please, shortly for your opinion on my background. Are you live just now, Mike? What I can do is I can go in my iPad. Give me a minute. Are you actually live at this moment in time? Let me get this. Just go make green. No, you're not. He is not live at the moment. So, if I am finished, obviously. If I am finished, of course. 7 for Mane. He had a good game, just missing goal. Otherwise, he'd be 9. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Mane's movement on and off the ball was class. It was excellent. He was absolutely excellent yesterday. I would have taken Mane off instead of Salah, moved Jota over and brought Firmino through the middle. Not live yet, pal. No problem. Fraser, hey, just finished school for the term. Fantastic. Thank you for tuning in, as always. So we will go back to the subs. And obviously, the first substitution was obviously Naby Keita for Oxlade-Chamberlain. What did we make of Naby? What did we make of Naby? I thought he looked good when he came on. And very, very good to see. Very, very good to see for sure. Very, very good to see as well. I mean, he didn't really do anything goal worthy, but for me, I think you have to give him a standard 7. Really, I think you have to say a standard 7. Cheers, Douglas. I was so shocked that we actually got a result. So proud of the kids that played last night. You were excellent, absolutely excellent. Unfortunately, your game against Leicester has been postponed as well because they are they're obviously got COVID cases, Leicester, haven't we? They do indeed. No live in a bit, but finish your stream first anyway. Mane is class. Don't agree with the criticism. Yeah, and I agree with that. Some Newcastle fans say they played better than Liverpool. I don't think they did. But if they play like they did last night, spirited performance. I've titled it spirited performance. If they play like they did last night, they will stay up. They will definitely stay up. Naby looks smooth when he came on, but he runs with the ball really, really well. Well, yes, he does. Really, really does. Really does, anyway. Roberto Firmino obviously came on for Mo Salah, which is a bit of a surprise, actually. I think they're trying to just keep Salah refresh and obviously raring to go. Roberto Firmino obviously makes the assist for Trent Alexander Arnold's goal. And again, I thought he was linking up play very, very well as well. So again, probably a 7 for Roberto Firmino. I think he had a very, very good couple of 20 minutes. I think he had a very good 20 minutes for me. I think he did well. James Milner didn't really get enough time to come on to the pitch, did he? So that's the thing. So yeah. Happy to show you about the match. You want to come with me on my channel to review or something like that? Please get me. I thought you would have paid that. Oh no, that's all right. That's all right. Yeah, my guest Paul has just woken up. So what he has just offered to do is I'm going to go on his channel to do a review. So I'm absolutely happy to do that. Happy to do that as well. Sorry, Fraser Naby played well. Bobby looked rusty, but great to see him back. Keita had cotton wool on his boots. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Dougal, I think it's popular to hate on Mane. Thought he and Naby were good. Yep, absolutely. I absolutely agree with that. And no injuries, thank goodness. That's the thing that I get the takeaway from this game. No injuries. No injuries. Sorry, just writing back. Let's go. Right. Trent Alexander Arnold goal blew my head. Oh, that was excellent. That was absolutely fantastic, wasn't it? It was a very, very good goal. But obviously, we do go ahead to, well, if it goes ahead, Tottenham away. I mean, they've not had a game for about 2 weeks. They've not had a game for 2 weeks. And the thing is, I just don't think they are going to have a game. I just don't see it going ahead. If anybody in the chat thinks that this game is going to go ahead, then obviously just let me know. But I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure right now because the way that that things are going at this moment in time, I just don't think it's going to. I just don't think it's going to go ahead. I just do not go ahead. But we'll see. I do see City and Liverpool running away from the rest now. They're both great front runners. I don't think we should count out Chelsea yet, Jamie. I don't think we should count out Chelsea yet, but it is looking like it is going to potentially be a Liverpool City. as well. My mate is a Liverpool fan, believes you can win a UEFA Champions League and League double this season. Not impossible, but not an easy task to achieve. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And obviously, I will be discussing this with obviously Jack Mack at 2 o'clock. As well. Oh yeah, James. Obviously, I joined late. I am live at 2 o'clock again with a prediction stream, which is going to be very interesting because as things are going at the moment, I don't see many games being on. To be honest, I think there's 5 games on this weekend. Anyway. Oh, here we go. People say Reece James is better than Trent Alexander. No, Trent Alexander Arnold, Reece James. I think Reece James missed a sitter last night. I think he missed an absolute sitter as well. So very interesting. I'm seriously hoping Sunday gets postponed to be all of a free Christmas. Yeah, but then again, we've also got Leicester in the Cup coming up. And if that is postponed, then unfortunately, I don't think that game can be rescheduled because of obviously the cups. I think Leicester would obviously have to forfeit, and then Liverpool would move on to the semi-finals, which would be very, very sad. I don't want games to be decided by that. Anyway, no football should be played at all. No, I absolutely agree. There's no reason for Spurs not to play. They have more than enough players. Yeah, I agree. I agree, but we'll see. We will see. We'll see if there's any chance of this game. We will win the League Cup this season, hopefully. Hopefully. I personally think the season in the Premier League and lower football leagues should be halted for the safety of staff, players, fans, and others. No point putting everyone at risk. We'll see. Yeah, absolutely. As well. And actually, James, I did see that Everton are closing in on a signing a Ukrainian boy. I can't remember his name. Is it Mirenko? Someone from Ukraine is maybe signing for Everton. It's a left back apparently. So does that mean Luka Digne is on his way? If I'm being honest, the way that Newcastle played, as I said earlier, if Newcastle play the way that they did yesterday, I think they'll be absolutely fine. I think there's teams above them that are losing games left, right, and centre, Watford, etc. I think if you look at that, I think they'll be fine. I think they've got enough in the tank to keep them up as well. I think January is going to be very, very important as well. But interesting to see how much they spend in January as well. But guys, thank you very, very much. Oh, here we go. I think the signing of the left back will mean Luka Digne will go. Something has happened between him and Benitez. Not going to lie, no idea who this left back is that we are signing. Let me have a wee look on Twitter. What is his name? Let me go to Fabrizio Romano. And Everton poised to sign Ukraine left back Vitaly Mykolenko for 17.9 million. Vitaly Mykolenko, I've never heard of him. But apparently said to join Everton from Dynamo Kiev on a permanent move. Final price around 23 million. Personal terms agreed. Very interesting. Very interesting. Fraser says Everton need to sell. Digne, yeah, I think there's something clearly going on there as well. Problem is, if the season stops for 2 weeks, when you come back, what happens when there are more outbreaks? Yeah, that is very true. I think the Premier League are just going to have to get on with it, unfortunately. So I think all the players should be on hotels and bubbles to carry on the season. So you train and stay in hotel to stay on the bubble. Yeah, absolutely. I would absolutely agree. Guys, I am going to go for a bite to eat. I'm going to go for some lunch, and then I will be back at 2 o'clock this afternoon. I will be doing a prediction stream with Jack Mack. Whether or not the games go ahead this weekend, obviously there are 10 games to predict, and obviously we will predict the games that obviously have been postponed. And Jack has some outlandish predictions, doesn't he? He does have some outlandish predictions as well. But guys, if you can, please go and check out the Toon review. The Toon review on YouTube. Paul does an absolutely fantastic channel over there. Great Newcastle fan, great lad as well. So obviously get him over, and I'll be on his channel at some point. Not sure when. We're just going to probably decide a time anyway. But he says he feels really, really bad. But I know what it's like getting back from Liverpool. I think we The latest I've ever got back from Liverpool was about 1 or 2 a.m. So I know how he feels. So yeah, definitely. See you soon. Yep, I'll see you at 2. James, if you were there. Great show, fella. Thank you, Jamie. I'll see you at 2 as well. Helen Raybold, have a good day. See you later as I have to go shopping. Well, enjoy your shopping, and we shall see what happens in these games, obviously. But I'll see you at 2 p.m. Also tonight, we've also got the LFC Focus podcast. Just need to make the stream for that anyway. But until then, I will see you all at 2 p.m. And I will see you at 2 p.m. for the prediction stream with special guest Jack Mac LFC. See you then. Bye bye. You'll never walk alone.